Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, kids and I are getting ready to do a power hour. I just filmed my grocery haul, but we've got to clean. So the skinny is, it's holiday time. I have still not done much as far as holiday decorating, and I really don't think I'm gonna do a ton. I just don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood to do it. I don't have little kids either. We have the tree up, which is perfect. I might put out one or two little knickknacks or doodahs or whatever, but I don't plan to do a lot. I don't want to clean it back up. I mean, I just honestly don't want to do all the cleaning. And so, but we have dogs. And so with dogs, there's hair, and I don't want hair all over my house. So we're going to do floors. We're going to wet mop. We're going to make sure we take wet cloths and dry everything, wipe everything down so we don't have just hair floating around. And then I sprayed down the oven so that we can clean this out. We had a spill during the Christmas party. I've got this toaster, air fryer is on the counter. I hate having stuff on the counter. The old one used to fit back in that little corner where I could have more free counter space. That looks very awkward there, and it still takes up tons of space. So I'm gonna put it on top of the refrigerator because I've got some space up there and I think it will fit just fine, and we'll take it down if we need to use it. So I want to clear off all the countertops. And again, the floors are my main issue, but then I bought some new lint rollers. Somebody asked me about the lint roller. So what I'm going to do is try to link that down in the description box below in case anybody wants to use the giant lint rollers. Because again, our dogs get on the furniture and not everybody's dog friendly with furniture. That's perfectly fine. We are. And so what I'm going to do, I keep those lint rollers to roll, but I'm also going to baking soda, and we're going to vacuum those up really, really good because I don't want my house to smell like dog. I know my nose is very sensitive, and I can tell you if it smells like dog. It does not, but it's not going to. And then we're just going to pull out the Christmas bins and try to put up anything else that is Christmassy that I can stand out on a counter somewhere. Okay, so we're going to jump in. We got a few dishes to do. Jackson, did you get your dishes out? Because sister can't do dishes with your dishes in. Jackson likes to leave stuff on the stove, so this is why those things are there. And so we're going to just do a very good clean. We're only doing an hour because I've got some other stuff that I have to do at 9, and I can't deviate from that plan. So we're going to grab our supplies. We're probably going to have multiple cameras going at the same time because everybody is getting involved in this cleaning situation. We're also doing 30 bags for 30 days. Follow our shorts. We're on day number 6, so I've got to find some stuff to throw away. And not throw away, right? But listen, if it's not serving us, it must leave this space. If it is not serving you, there is no reason for you to have it. And I am the queen of that gotta go. It gotta go. And you give it to somebody, you put it up on one of them free groups, or you take it to a charity place where somebody else can get some love out of it. Don't come in the comments talking about don't give it to Goodwill because they do stuff with their money. Everybody does stuff with their money. I mean, we don't. Do really any of us know where we shopping from? I hear a lot about don't order from this place or that place. Look in the back of your clothing and see where it comes from. Even though you bought it on Amazon. Okay, so we're going to jump in, get some cleaning done. Yes, we are. Should have got, though, Jack, I should have got one of those things to put in the bottom of there.
I can do it real quick because it has to sit for an hour, and we're going to clean for an hour.
What is that? Okay, real fast while I'm doing, spraying this out. I'm going to close it because I don't want the dog to come over here and try to lick it. Because you know somebody's dog. My dog is trained.
Whose dog is it?
That would be your dog.
I don't know if my dog is.
Okay. So I'm just going to close that. Let that sit while we do other things. We'll come back in here last. Sister? So you guys, we're just doing a clean with me, and we thought we would bring you along. This is actually a power hour. We decided we were going to come in and try to do just a quick clean of all the things. If we just gave it our best effort to see what we could get done. Now, here's the thing about our home.
We have dogs, and with dogs, there are things that come. One thing is dog hair. It absolutely drives me insane to see any speck of dog hair in my house, as well as dog smells. I do not like dog smells. I want to have dogs, but I don't want my house to smell like it. So I do try to keep as clean as possible using all of the products that I have at my disposal to keep our house nice and clean. So what you saw me do already is sprinkle the couches with a little bit of baking soda, and I'm taking a little mini vacuum and I am now vacuuming up that baking soda. I'm going to see if I can remove these couch cushion covers on the bottom. The top ones only have polyfill in them, so I'm not taking those out, but I am going to check to see if the bottom ones, the seats, will allow me to remove them so that I can at least wash those. But for now, the baking soda does a good job. I just like to do my level best to keep the house as fresh as possible. One of the things that I notice is as we're just in the house doing, whatever it is we're doing during the evenings or whatever, sometimes we don't have a good time to just get everything clean, or we've had things on Mondays we try to go to the gym, Tuesdays is prayer, Wednesdays we try to go to the gym, Thursday is singing, Friday night I teach, Saturday I teach in the mornings, and then I may have 2 or 3 more meetings on Saturdays, and we're just going about our day at our business, and our house is being lived in, and sometimes we don't always get a chance to clean like we need to. And so I like to be able to, if I'm able to have a power hour or a power 30 minutes, I'll take a power 15 minutes if that's all I can get. So because we do have dogs and they do shed, we use these giant lint rollers, and so I get these from Amazon. I thought I had some extra ones in the house, but I ran out, so I did have to order some of those. But I like to use those all over the surfaces in the house. And it acts just like a lint roller you would use on your clothes. It just does a larger surface area, which helps out because I'm trying to roll quite a lot at one time. The dogs do get on the couches, and so I do like to keep those couches rolled. We also have a scraper that we use. I didn't use it this time, but I've asked Jackson to use it several times since his cleaning video, to scrape first, and then we'll roll what we're not able to scrape up. But this is just a double method when we use the scraper to get the fur off. Now, for as little as Gweenie is, she sheds a lot. And while traditionally Mama does not blow her coat like Acro used to, I think she is getting ready for the winter months, the colder season. And because it's happened, it's taken longer for us to get cold here in North Carolina. She is now really starting to shed bad. Now, Mama does not like the groomer, so she does not ever go to the groomer. We have to take care of all of her personal grooming needs at home, and she is not a fan. But being that as it is, I still go through and we try to keep as much of our house dog hair lint free as possible. It's just something I appreciate. While we love the dogs, again, I try to do my level best to have as lint free, dog free, hair free as I'm able. Sister's in the background being our kind of camera person. She's setting up a camera. Jackson does not traditionally do the kitchen. Usually that's Sister's job. But sometimes, because he just does the majority of the cooking, but he is not the best cleaner, I like to give him a lesson in cleaning up what you mess up in this kitchen. And so he is working in the kitchen doing those types of things. And Sister is just helping to do cameras. We're trying to put up 2 at one time. And so here I am now. I'm dry dusting the floor because I read somewhere that this would help get up, some of the dog hair. The one thing I do notice with having the laminate floors is you do see a lot more dog hair than you did on the carpet. I'm still happy to have the laminate, but again, we have to get up as much hair as possible. And so during another video, we actually used some different products on the floor because I dry mopped it, then I vacuumed the floor, and that helped to get up as much of the dog fur as we could. Again, there's little Miss Queenie making her debut. She's like, I'm gonna be in this video, ma'am. She does not get, Mama does not like household tools. Gwen don't care. She's like, whatever, I'm about to play with this. You don't see it yet, but I'm about to play with it. So I did not wet mop the floor. I did not have time for that, but I did get it dry mopped. And underneath the Christmas tree, some of those needles do fall off. And so I was trying to get as much of those as possible. Sister's taking a call from her dad right now. He calls every night at the same time. And so I'm jumping in to do more things while she's on her call. And yeah, so once I've gotten that done, one thing we have not done, and I don't know if I just made this decision all of a sudden or if I made it before, is the only decorations we've done for the holiday is putting up the Christmas tree. My children, my older children, will not be able to come home this holiday because Shamika's getting married, and so paying for a wedding and then trying to fly home from California was going to be a little bit of an expense, and then Trandon trying to come in from Texas was going to be an expense. And so I just decided, you know what, don't worry about it. We're going to do virtual Christmas this year. And I didn't really feel like doing a whole lot of the decorations. I don't know if it's my age or I'm working a lot later this year than normal. Normally we're getting out like the 17th, 18th. We're not getting out till the 20th this year. And, you know, I just thought it was a little bit of effort, more effort than I wanted to give it this time. So we did it. Again, don't think Sister's not helping. Sister's helping me. She's putting on a Christmas movie just to keep me motivated while I am trying to work. So I have put baking soda on the carpets. And again, with this light on the Shark vacuum, I'm able to see where there's remaining dog fur, and I'm able to swoop it up in this vacuum cleaner. You are not able to see it as well when you just use the dry cloth. And so I'm just moving the chairs out of the way so that I can get underneath the chairs. Gwen can still get under the couches. She's short enough that she can get under the couches. And so it just helps me to be able to do all the things. And Sister now, she's taking a wet cloth and she's just kind of dusting around the books, anywhere that, you know, dog fur could try to land. And so I find that if we use the wet cloth, it does help to trap any dust that we have not gotten with a wet cloth. With a dry cloth. So she's doing a wet, she's just using some of those orange clean wipey things, which that helps us out. Again, this is not a deep clean. This is just a power hour just to pull it all together. Cleaning, getting all the things done in the home. And so she's gonna pull off that dry cloth and take that to the laundry room. And again, Jackson is jamming out in the kitchen, doing all of the kitchen things. Moving into the kitchen now, sometimes the table becomes a catch-all. And I told Jackson to throw the flowers away, meaning the ones that were dying in the vase. And Jackson, in his Jackson nest, took my faux flowers and threw those away. But that is okay. We weren't using them really, and it's fine. My Alexa is not working right now. I've got to figure out what's wrong with her. But that's why I had her down. I was trying to figure out what the problem was. And of course, we were using the tripod in the kitchen for filming, and we were done with it. So we're going to get that removed off of the table in a minute. Jackson has gotten the dishes out. of the sink, which was really helpful. Sister's taking the dogs out because Gwen, while she does very well with her potty training, she has had some issues as of late. And so we have to try to keep her on a schedule. Jackson is not the most helpful with the schedule. And so sister really does a lot of that. Then we're moving to the stove. Now, I think I need to take my own cleaning card away because people, friends, and family. I had Jackson spray this down with some oven cleaner, and we let it sit while we were doing the living room and other things, and it was just atrocious. It was atrocious to the point that, I mean, y'all, what is life really? But Jackson cooks a lot of things in this oven, and he does not keep mindful to put foil over or put a pan underneath so something doesn't spill over. And as of late, his monkey bread spilled over in the stove. And so that's why we were now starting to get this cleaned up. So I'm using some of this Scrub Mommy. I think it's a Scrub Mommy. Might be a Scrub Daddy. I don't really know. But some of this scrub stuff. And we had sprayed it down with oven cleaner as well. So this is just a second layer of cleaning item. This stove was so nasty. And Jackson's like, Mom, we could do the self-cleaning feature. I'm like, no, we gonna self-clean it with ourselves. And so there were just a lot of stuck on, built on bits and bobs and all that. And so I'm just giving it a good scrub. And then I just had him give me a pastry scraper so that I could try to scrape off the hard pieces, the pieces that were not cooperating with the daddy, which it was not the daddy's problem. It was just we had not done this in a good minute. And so if you can tell behind me, that's where we've sprayed down with using the oven cleaner, and some of the mess is going into the bottom of the oven so that we can just collect it. And of course his monkey bread spilled over, and that's a lot of brown sugar and different things in there. And so we're just trying our best to get this to a point where it is, you know, not looking filthy, like we don't live here and we don't take care of the things. With our schedule just the way it is hard for me to plan in these cleaning sessions. So the power hour. It was even to the point where this oven was so dirty that I had to do a separate video to finish cleaning it. So you're not going to see it finished cleaned here, but we are doing our level best. And since Jackson uses it, he has to learn how to clean. He is going to have to do it on his own at his own house at some point. But I thought today was a great day to get some experience. So it's not all the way clean, but we're going to do a separate clean this oven video, and you'll see where we were able to get it to a very good state. The racks are in my bathtub soaking just to get a lot of the food and stuff off of there as well. So anywho, you guys, we want you to finish watching this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.